Hey guys, it's Leon here from Jawas Junkyard. I thought I'd do a little video on our sample that we've made for the Dark Yoda. Just to tell you about a few changes that we're going to be making for production. I've actually mocked up a few parts here by 3D printing some of them, just to illustrate the changes. There was a few things we needed to improve from the prototype into production, and we've made those changes. And so yeah, I just thought I'd show everyone the changes we made. So I guess we'll start with the center. So the original plan was just to have both, I guess, this whole control box attached by magnets, but it just, I don't know, it wasn't as secure as I'd like it to be. So what I'm doing now is I've got to put a screw on the bottom here to hold the bottom piece in, and the top there'll be I guess these two screws that hold the control box lid in where the switches go. So there'll be two little switches. I just printed one to show. There'll be two switches, and then you have your so these are just spring-loaded plungers that'll hit in the, I guess your switches in the chassis, and this will be also secured by two screws up the top there. I guess the next thing that's really worth discussing is the fins. So they are held on by magnets, and we're still aiming to do that. There was just a couple things where the magnet just wasn't quite strong enough. So as you can see, we've only got 2 magnets here per fin. We've made that 4. So I think that strength won't be an issue. And then another problem we noticed was it was a bit too much, like even if it was held in nicely, it was like as you grip it, it was rocking a bit too much. So what we've done is we've sort of added legs, it's hard to tell here, but we've added legs here to go around the sidewalls here and interfere hopefully with the silver rings there, so that they can't rock too much. So we've made those changes to production. We're gonna test it on the production units, and if we're not happy, we're probably gonna I guess include some 3M tape, so you can tape them on if you choose to, if you don't want that. And that gives you the option as well, because right now they're all going to be magnetic, so you can get a good nice reveal to the chassis, but of course you could permanently attach a 3M strip or whatever, all of them, and have maybe just one as a reveal. Obviously it's purely up to yourself. And then the other change we made was the machine shop made a mistake and interpreted this pommel insert diameter as the wrong diameter. So they've made it as, you can see here, it's a 1-inch diameter throughout the whole way, except for some reason they made the threads extruded instead of cut, and basically so this pommel entry on this sample is 7/8 inch, whereas everywhere else in here is 1 inch, and then you have the 7/8 emitter. So it obviously in this particular sample you can't get a 1-inch chassis in, because the emitter and the pommel are both 7/8 inch, but the rest of the space is 1 inch. So I have mocked up a chassis that I'm going to test at 7/8 inch, just so I can actually install this sample, just to take some videos and stuff for you guys and test out everything else. But of course the production model is going to change slightly, and we're going for the 1-inch opening, so we have the 1-inch chassis. Just obviously gives you a slightly better speaker option, which I think is definitely worth it. But yeah, you can see it's a really nice one-hand saber. I guess I've got well, I haven't put it together, but Corbant's little Yoda here. So you obviously see it hasn't got all the parts here. It's missing the pommel and that, but it's effectively the same sort of size. It's right in that scale. So this is a really nice hilt that partners with our Red Harvest as well. Obviously this is the Yoda sort of in our skeletal version that we've done, and then you have the skeletal version of the Red Harvest, which is the Sid. So it partners really well, and look, hopefully soon we might have some cool news to share about another skeletal type saber that we're going to do, one that's very special to Jawas Junkyard, but we'll have to keep that a little secret for a little bit longer until we have something to show. But thank you for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, it's a really cool looking saber. You know, these will come in the black chrome like this emitter piece. Obviously these are 3D printed at the moment. I do have the original machine ones, but yeah, I was testing out the new design changes we made. And there's another piece here that's missing, well, not piece, but feature. They actually just completely missed, there's an emitter, like a slot in the emitter machine that they just didn't do, which they will obviously address for production. And that just gives you a cool, obviously when you have the blade in, you know, you get that see-through there as well. But overall, really cool saber, really happy with it. I think this will make a really cool collection and partner really well with the Red Harvest that you already have, or for those who just really like Yoda sabers and really enjoy this crazy variation. Thank you for your time, guys.